Let's take a look at the exercise work structure and the functionality by looking at this class diagram. It describes the final stage of the application after doing 7. The classes you will implement are in blue. Android classes you use and inherit from are gray. And then these pink classes are optional that you don't have to implement if you don't want to. Let's start from the left side. Your application will contain a main activity and 2 fragments, a control fragment and a tapping fragment. Activity acts as a controller. The application has this model view controller architecture. Activity is the controller there. These fragments are the views and model is here. So if you don't know model view controller architecture, I recommend that you read an article about it. Further on, the model contains an implication of the protocol that you are going to do in this course. And in order to satisfy Android rule that all networking connectivity must be executed in other than the main thread of the application, you have 2 secondary threads in the application. Connection reader, which takes care of actually connecting to the server, and a writer that just sends messages to the server. These both are implementing or extending the thread class. The model, in addition to containing the protocol implementation, might contain also other classes that are built on top of the protocol implementation. But as I mentioned, these are not something that you have to do. Model is also an observable, and tapping fragment and control fragment are observers. So whatever happens here, model as an observable notifies the observers that something happened, especially when the protocol implementation is actually connecting to the server and something happens there. Protocol implementation then notifies the model using this protocol listener callback interface, which will then notify all the observers that something relevant happened here. So this is the basic architecture. Additionally, there was this requirement that the application should be working also in the background when the application is not active and user is actively using it. For that, you need a service, an Android service, which takes care of this background functionality. Okay, so this is the main structure of the application.